Welcome to Anchor Speaks. And this evening, we're going to talk about the process to get a driver's license in Jamaica. We're going to talk from the beginning to the end of how to obtain a driver's license in Jamaica. Now, to obtain a driver's license, you first have to have a learner's license. And that learner's license you will have to go through a level of procedure. Now, first, you can either apply online for a learner license test date, or you can visit the examination depot. And when you visit the depot in your area, you let them know that you are interested in obtaining a learner's license. Now, they're going to set a date for you to come in and do a road code test. And they're going to give you a form where you're going to take home and fill out that form. Now, JP has to sign that form. You have to do a medical on that form. You also have to take 3 passport size picture stamped and signed by a JP, and you also need to study. Now you can either continue to watch Anchor Speaks, or you can buy a road code book. Get yourself familiar with the road code rules and law, because when you get that date from the depot, come in and do that test, you're going to be given what you call a multiple choice test. That means 20 questions, and you're expected to get 75%. You understand? So continue to study. Now, if you are successful in that test, the examination depot is going to give you an envelope that you're going to take it to the tax office, and the tax office is going to issue to you your learner's license, and that will cost $1,800. Now, let's say you fail the road code test. It means that they're gonna reschedule a next date for you to come in and do that test. When you're gonna redo that test, if you failed and you're gonna redo the road code test, remember it is free of cost. You don't have to pay for that service. It is free of cost. Now, when you get your learner's license, you now have to wait for 6 months. You're gonna wait for 6 months before you can apply for your general driver's license. That is the license that will allow you to drive freely in Jamaica. A Class B license or a Class A bike license. I remember Class A is a bike license, Class B is a car, a small unit license, and then you have the Class C license, which will drive whether trucks, taxi, and so forth. You understand? So that's the procedure when you pass your learners and you want to now move on to the driver's license. Now, what is the procedure to how to apply for your driver's license now? So let's say you have your learner's license for 6 months and you're ready now. You are ready now to apply for your driver's license. Now, the procedure is you have to now go to the tax office and buy what you call an examination fee, and that should cost you about $3,240. $3,240 it will cost you to get a examination fee. Now, they're gonna give you a form, a driver's license form, where you're gonna fill out. Again, you don't have to fill it out at the tax office. You can take it home and you're gonna fill out that form. Again, you're gonna have to do a medical, and a JP has to sign that form also. And as usual, you take three more passport size picture, stamp and sign by a JP. Now, when you get all that, you take it to the examination depot. Yeah. You take that now to the examination depot, and when you are there, they're gonna examine your document to make sure that everything is all right. If everything is all right, they're gonna now schedule a test date for you. They're gonna give you a test date, could be 2 weeks, a month, or beyond. They're gonna schedule a test date for you to come in and do that test. Now, I am going to ask you to still know your road code, read up on your road code, because you're gonna get a theory test, something similar to the road code test. Now, if you pass that test, you're gonna now go on the same day now, you're gonna go on to the yard test. Now, the yard test is a driving test, so please remember to take along your instructor with you and the vehicle you are going to use to do the driving test. Now, the driving test is made up of 3 compartments, or about 4 compartments. Now, first, you're going to get what they call a hill test, where you drive the vehicle up on a little small ramp or a little small hill, and you stop that vehicle there, and the examiner will tell you to continue. Start the vehicle and to move off. Now you're gonna make a smooth move off, as smooth as possible. Now, what does that test for? Now, that test is to make sure that when you are in the driving world and you're on a hill, you doesn't roll back and hit a next man vehicle. That is the purpose of a hill test. The second test you'll go through now is what you call a reverse, where you're going to reverse through some cones. You understand? You're going to get that test to do a little reverse. And the third one is parallel parking, where you're going to park. Now, those 3 tests are what you call the yard tests. So again, you're going to get a theory test, which is a road code test, then the hill test, reverse, and the parking. If you pass those, now a next examiner, or maybe the same examiner, is going to take you now to do the road test. You're going on the road now. You're going to drive on the road. You understand? Now that is where I want to help you to understand some of the things to expect on that road test. I can't tell you all, but I can remind you of a few, right? First, when you come to road test, obey the instructor. Do exactly what the instructor wants you to do. You understand? That examiner, do exactly what he wants you to do. Now, first, when you sit in that vehicle and you're going on the road for the test, when you sit in that vehicle, first thing you do, remember, if you don't do that, you're not even going to start. First thing you do is put on your seatbelt. Put on your seatbelt. Number 1 rule. Next thing you do, you check your rear view mirror. Make sure so you can see behind you, and check your 2 side mirrors, left and right. Check them, and if a button press where you can just squeeze the button, you make sure that them come in the way you want it to come in. You understand? Okay, you have to make sure you say everything all right, and then you're going to wait for instruction to proceed. So he's gonna say proceed. Now there are times when he's gonna take you to an intersection where you have to turn right or left. Listen to his instruction. So the instructor will not watch you do certain things. He's going to tell you. In other words, he'll say to you, give me a left turn at this intersection. You understand? Always make sure that before you make a left turn or a right turn, you put on your indicator. Put on your right or left indicator. Indicator is very, very important when you are making a turn. Now, braking. The instructor will say to you, give me a stop right here. Do not give the instructor a sudden stop. No, do not give the instructor a sudden stop. Stop your vehicle in a decent and honorable way, or a good way, so to speak. You understand? Do not give him a sudden stop. And if the instructor, if the instructor say to you, a matter of fact, he will take you to a stoplight, so to speak, or an intersection that have the word on it, stop. STOP, stop. You see a stop sign. Now, if you are driving and you see a stop sign with a stop line, because every road or majority of road in Jamaica, you will see a white mark across the road. That is what you call a stop line. If you are driving and you get to a stop line, you stop your vehicle at the stop line. Do not put your wheel of the vehicle over that white line. Stop your vehicle at the stop line. And when I say stop, I mean stop it. Do not roll your vehicle. For example, you see a stop sign. You don't see no vehicle come. Majority of person, experienced driver, they slow down and roll their wheel a little bit and just look so and go on. When you are doing your driving test, do not roll your vehicle. In other words, do not take your time and drive and look with the vehicle a creep. No. Bring your vehicle to a complete stop. And what is most informed about now again now? Yeah. Those are some basic things. And what the instructor is gonna test you on is what your driving instructor should have teach you in the beginning. Give you some basic things to do. You understand? Now, let's say you fail the driving test or you fail any one of the tests. What will happen if you fail? Maybe you fail to stop at the stop sign. You drive through and the instructor says you failed because of that. Do you have to redo the test over again? Do you? The answer is no. The answer is no. If you fail one of the compartment, the instructor is going to make a note of what you failed on and give you a next date to come back. Now, when you come back for that date, for that test, you're not going to start from the beginning again, like from the hill start and the parallel parking. No. You're going to start from where you fail. So, me say that to say this. So, if you fail the theory test, which is the road code test, that's it. You have to go back and come back again. If you fail the parallel parking or the reversing or the hill start, wherever you fail, you don't move on. You stop there and then give a next date to come back. Now, you have to try your best not to fail. You understand? Try your best to do your best. Because when you're coming back for the test, it won't be free. No. When you're applying for your driver's license, if you fail the test, you're going to have to pay again to resit that test or to do that test. So if you fail the test 5 times, you're going to fail. You're going to have to pay 5 times. And remember, we tell you the cost for an examination fee. It is $3,240. You understand? So do not fail that test. I always tell the student them, practice, practice, practice. You understand? Tell your family member, if it's a family member who will teach you how to drive, let them give you adequate training. And if it's a driving instructor, you absorb as much training as possible. And remember now, if it's your close family member who will teach you how to drive, remember you have to have the L on the front and the L on the back of the vehicle. The person who will teach you how to drive must be a capable driver who know the road and who know how to teach you well. You understand? So not anybody can teach you how to drive. It must be a capable driver with a valid driver's license. You understand? And remember, do as much practice as you can. Whether you go to YouTube and watch Anchor videos. Anchor videos are helpful to teach you the road code. But yeah, so the process is not so hard. I may always say, if you want your driver's license, start the procedure from early. Remember now, no, you have to go wait. You have to go wait 6 months after you get your learner's license. You have to wait. So that means the earlier apply for your learner's license, the earlier you can get your general driver's license. You understand? And we're gonna ask you to share the video, like the video, send me a comment, and tell me what do I miss. You understand? And remember the road code book, both road code book, the old one, which is the red one, and the newer one, which is the green one. Both of them have instructions of how we can go about teaching others how to drive properly or what to expect when you go for a driver's license. So the question that you ask me sometime is this: can you drive alone with a learner's license? Can you drive alone with a learner's license? And the answer is no. That's why they call it that name, learner's license, because you must only use that license when you have an instructor teaching you how to go about your business. So do you remember the few important things? So let me just wrap it up very fast. To get a driver's license in Jamaica, you first have to have a learner's license. And you know the procedure already about that one. You have to do a test, a multiple choice test. And then now, 6 months after that, you apply for your general driver's license. And with that now, you're gonna get a next road code test, yard test, and road test. It's not hard. Thousands of persons get their license every few months. Every day in Jamaica, some person get their license. You understand? It's not difficult, it's not hard. You understand? It's an easy process. And I must tell you, if you go on your if you apply for your driver's license and you fail in that test, do not feel disheartened. You may feel sad. I tell you, you're gonna feel sad because it's 3 times. 3 times back in my days, I have gone I fail once, fail twice, but I get it on the third try. And each time I me feel bad. Bad na myself. But keep trying. Keep trying. You understand? Keep trying. Because I always say the person who fail on their attempt on the first try show more appreciation, show more guts, more fight for that license. You understand? Again, big up on yourself. That is it. Remember, send your comment, like the video, comments, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. That's it from the Anchor.